1 of the 2022 season. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Eagles and the Lions coming up next.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we have arrived at the start of another NFL season, the most exciting time of the year. And CD, both of these storied teams we're about to see trying to take a step forward this year. Philadelphia, a lot of optimism there that they can get in the postseason and make some noise. Detroit, of course, we know the story of their franchise. They're just trying to get out of that NFC North basement.
But one thing I know about you, partner, you're extremely empathetic, and you do feel for those Lions fans because they have not had a postseason win to celebrate since 1991. They are excited about the direction the franchise is headed, though. They thought they had a good draft, they love their front office, and they really like their head coach. As for Philadelphia, they made some moves during the draft and the free.
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from Ford Field. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Well, they're led out, CD, by the rookie out of Nevada, author of nearly 10,000 passing yards in only 3 seasons there. It's Carson Strong.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Back to throw. Strong. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Strong finds Dulcich out left side. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Strong. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. We're in the process of that kick return. It appears we had an injury. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's able to get out to the 32. Down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st down, Strong. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
Brought down at his own 6-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Marset complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by the former third-round pick, now in his 11th NFL season, and that's Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Now Wilson on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A first carry now. This is Williams. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They overload that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. On 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive. Strong. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Strong. That's complete to Smith-Marset. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
Counter play with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 17-0 our score after one. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Strong. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Strong. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun. Strong. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that stems the tide just a little, but this still a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that was a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to go.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. We're in the process of that kick return. It appears we had an injury. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Randy Gregory coming coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Here's Wilson. He'll drop this down to... And he coughed it up! And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Strong. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle to Davis. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it with Davis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Another try for Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Mike Davis. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put it in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Down to about the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Strong. Slant to Adams. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
To throw on 3rd down. Strong. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal, a 46-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, has still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This taken in at the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Veteran back Mike Davis leading this offense back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time, because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And incomplete on the deep ball. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Inside give to Davis. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Lions, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a give to Davis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Wilson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And this offense has really just been humming all game long, so to me, they're just saying, we want to finish this one off in the third quarter so we can coast home in the fourth. And this is just a tremendous play, something we've seen time and again from this offense.
From the shotgun, Wilson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Davis. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Strong. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Now here's Ross. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Davis. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get this down to the 10. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Akins from 10 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Lambeau on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A drive there of just 4 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Davis running right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Altogether, pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. A dump off for Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a 1st down there to the tight end.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, Davis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. To throw is Wilson. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lambo will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
The Lions offense set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A first down carry for Davis. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Working with a 2nd and 4. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Throwing is Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for Jordan Akins. Incomplete.
They'll run for it with Davis. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Lions will take over. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one too low. This offense so far on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Strong. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. There's Tressway now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Again, it's Davis. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 41. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Up the middle to Davis. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run with Davis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try the right side here with Davis. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. On the run, it's Davis. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. There's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Here's Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Akins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here come the Lions now. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Here's Woodside to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Throwing here, Woodside. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Woodside. And he rifles one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Woodside. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. Back to throw Woodside.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Woodside looks to throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Davis. And he's got some space here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Ross on the return. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for Philadelphia, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.